most of you that's been here before, you probably know this, but most guitars, I have a G string. The weirdest part is I wear it, but don't judge. We're in Medford, dude. That's like, if that's the weirdest thing you can see in Medford, I'd be proud, but I'm not. So, no, I actually got my brother and his girlfriend to come here today, and I've been trying to get them here for a while so I can tell this joke about about her. So, now, they're awesome people. She's awesome. Love her. Glad that she's in my life and she's cool and all that. But the way that we first met was kind of hilarious. So, when my brother still lived upstairs and I lived in the living room of our apartment, and it kind of sucked, but it was, you know, I lived and then I was still in school kind of. And the first day I met her, she happened to, you ever seen Gangs of New York? Like bite the curb kind of thing? She straight up walks into my house. I've never seen her. I'm passed out, and all of a sudden I just get a foot to the top of my head, just. And I was like, oh, fuck. And I look up, and the first thing I ever saw was her ass going up the stairs. She's like, I just stepped on someone. I proceeded to hear her all night, so that was pretty cool. That was about my buddy Gabe. You guys have met Chase before. My buddy Gabe's here, and he used to live in Central Point. We used to hang out, and, you know, Chase was there, so we've done some dumb shit together, and so there was this empty house next to Gabe's house for the longest time. Nobody lived there. And it had a pool in the back, and it was just disgusting. Well, finally, curiosity got the better of us, and we went in there all tacked it out with, like, Nerf guns that we, like, taped steak knives to the tip of. We were all bayoneted up. We had flashlights and shit. And we get in there, and, you know, the guy that caught us said it was a breaking and entering, but I don't know how you can break in when the door's unlocked. Like, we should have just walked in. Like, if it's condemned, you probably shouldn't leave it unlocked next to a bunch of kids. So, so here's Chase. We get caught. I didn't have to tell you we got caught. We got fucking caught. So we like step out the front door, and there's this dude just waiting there, and he's like staring at us. He's like, wait. And Chase, instead of Chase, you know, sitting down and being cool, he doesn't know where we live. He's like never seen us come out of the other house, so he's like completely clueless. Chase goes, run, and runs directly fucking next door. Like he's not gonna know where the fuck we just came from. Like, you couldn't have just kept running and had him chase us farther. You're like, nope, go right next door, fucking, knock here, dude, right here. So Chase's mom was there, and so is Gabe's mom. They're talking, and they're all getting pissed at us. We're getting grilled pretty hard, and all of a sudden they say my name. They're like, Bubba, you should have known better. You're older. And I'm like, by a month, maybe. Like, what the fuck? I'm sorry, that month really fucking hardened me up, man. I've been on this earth about 30 days longer. I should have known better. Fuck no. They get me to do dumb shit all the time anyway. It's not like that's the first dumb thing we've done. It's the first thing you caught us doing. And then we used to go to this like, our version of the public pool when I was younger was Medford Oaks, the RV park out on 140. It's still a pool, you ass. It's not like it goes there and it's just like fucking a cesspool, plays like the fuck. It's like fucking, it's still chlorinated and shit. The slide sucks. Don't go down the slide. They use like caulking mech shit, like foam on it, and it's like all sharp and it cuts the fuck out of you. But I was like 4 when this happened, and so, you know those pool noodles? I put one of those between my legs and was riding like a horse. And rather than staying on the shallow end, Mama said stay on the shallow end, I decided to go to the farthest, deepest part of the pool, and it just happened to fall out from under me. And that wouldn't be funny, but the fact that I couldn't swim made it funny. So, and I'm kind of just like sitting there. I'm gonna get down to about how high I was when I was that age. And I'm just standing on the bottom of this deep end, and I'm just looking at my mom and I'm going, you are an irresponsible ass parent. I could be dead right now. And then she finally picks me up. I threw up and then proceeded to go back to the deep end on the noodle. I was fucking stupid. But yeah, that was nasty as hell. I threw up everywhere that trip. I got so much water in my lungs, it wasn't even funny. But like, rather than, I'm tall enough, I could see the top of the water. If I had just jumped out, I'd be like, and then gone back under. But I'm just like fucking standing there like, come on, Mom, I'm dying, fuck. Get over here quicker. And then I got older and ran in water. I'm like, fuck, she couldn't have got to me any quicker. That sucks. I'm fucking tired. I learned that from when I was, I used to go to the coast every summer. My Aunt Joyce, being the asshole she was, would make me do all the old people, like, water pool aerobics. With, like, little fucking floaties and shit. Like, I'm like, why can't I just swim? I like swimming. She's like, no, you gotta grab this half-ounce fucking floaty, and we're gonna do this, and I just get hit on by a bunch of chicks. It fucking suck. Like, not chicks, like hens. They're older women. More like turkeys, really. They were more saggy. I mean, But no, those wooden structures, man. Me being the kid that always wears shorts and a t-shirt and flip-flops, fuck that. When you have a bark in there instead of rocks, it's okay, but like when there's like straight up just like fucking like splinters that are like 3 inches hanging off the side, and it's like, you just always hit them. I remember one time I decided to play hide and seek. And rather than playing hide and seek the right way and hiding and then getting found, I spent like the first 3 rounds getting caught because I was just trying to dig a hole underneath the play structure. I was like one of those weird ass kids, like they'd turn and they'd be like, yeah, I got you. And I'd be like, yeah, choke's on you, bet you ain't get me next time. But just like building my fucking rat's nest. So it finally happened. I got the fucking hole where my fat ass could get through. I get the upper body. They found me one time, my ass was sticking out. And I just kind of stopped. I'm like, oh shit, maybe he doesn't see me. And he came out and tagged me. I'm like, damn it. So I dug out a little bit more, and I had like that plastic, so I had to like break it off. And I finally got underneath, and it's like got like rungs, like jail cell. And I was just standing there like the whole time, like, ha ha, you found me, but you can't tag me, bitch. And they're just like, fucking, what now? What now? And I forgot to like bury the hole that I came in on. So he just like looks at me straight in the face and walks around to the hole. And he's like, you got nowhere to run now. And fucking gets underneath, and I start pelting him, like fucking throwing as many fucking chips as I could in his face. And I got in trouble. I fucking started assaulting him with sawdust. But no, me and Chase and Gabe another time. This is a true story. We watched those YouTube videos where like, people did like tricks and fucked up and fell, and it was like hilarious. And like, so we took Gabe's broken ass red flyer wagon. It had like 2 wheels on it. And we thought it was the coolest shit ever to ride it on like as fast as we could on a scooter, just like, yeah. And then we like fucking throw it over it. So we started filming it and shit. And then we got the idea that's like, it's not high enough. So we put our skinniest friend lay down, and Chase lays down with a pillow on his chest to make it like an inch higher. We're like, oh yeah! And we like, got all excited about it. And then our buddy Travis actually tried to write it down. It's literally like, if you ever see like a car without the rear tires, like just scraping and just like the whole fucking way, that's how he was riding it. And that fucking red flyer, I used to have one, and if you're riding a red flyer, make sure the handle's in with you, because if you hit a curb and the handle's down, you can just pretty much do the physics for what the fuck happens next. It fucking sucks. Don't do it. But no, another red flyer wagon. I don't know why the fuck I've been hurt by these things so many times by this point in my life that I just decided, wait, what's one more? So at the coast for one of the summers, my buddy Bryce Bond has 2 dogs. He has 2 blue-blooded American bulldogs. Fuck, I couldn't say that. But one of them's Tyke. He's a big rip fucker. He's like huge. He's like, yeah. He's like, I get all the literal bitches. And so we thought it was a great idea to tie the red flyer to his freaking collar. And it was cool before he moved. Like when he's just standing there, he's like, yeah, I got a fucking chain tied to me, whatever. And fucking. But he moved and saw that red flyer chase him. He's like, what the fuck? And like moves again. And we're sitting in it. We're like, Tyke, and it fucking takes off. And he's just fucking just straight up hauling ass. We're like 80 pounds a piece, and he didn't give a shit. And he fucking does this like wicked corner like a fucking NASCAR crew, just like fucking turns around, and we just start tumbling in the fucking red flyer. And then we spend another fucking 30 minutes trying to chase this dog down, and it's like, well, every time we'd get close, we'd just get sideswiped by the fucking wagon. And then this crazy ass taught me how to catch bats, Bryce Bond, dude. If you fill a tube sock, like a wool fucking sock with rocks, tie a knot in it, and fucking throw it up in the air and clap, they'll fucking hit it, can't let go, and fall to the ground. How the fuck do you... I was like, how the hell did you learn this? Like, who the fuck just says... Like, are you just watching Discovery Channel so much, you're just like, all right, now if I take a bunch of fucking gravel and throw it in a sock... No, tube sock. No, wool sock. That way they can't let go. And it's like... They don't tell you that shit. I've never seen that episode of Steve Irwin. Motherfucker just grabs them. But, and then, so I have this really dumb friend. Can't say his name because he told me not to say it. Jordan Storms. His name is not Jordan Storms, but I'm going to say Jordan Storms. It's Jordan Storms. So, we used to do this thing where we like box people. We were 10 and 11, and we'd box his older brother and his older brother's friend. And Chase got caught cheating on somebody one time, and he felt pretty bad about it. And we were going to film him fighting the biggest one, and he's the smallest guy. But Jordan had this great idea to make it a full-fledged like YouTube video. So we like made this like backyard boxing ring out of like rope and sawhorses. It looked like we were in the fucking hills of like Massachusetts. We were like backstreet Central Point. We're sitting on 5-gallon buckets and shit. I was the announcer and the side ring girl and the referee and like the WWE like instigator guy. So like I had like fucking 50 parts. I was like, oh yeah, and then I'd fucking come out with like a fucking piece of paper. We put like pencil marks on it that said 1. Take my shirt off, have X's of electrical tape on my nipples, and like pull my pants down past my ass crack and be like, oh yeah, and fucking. Wasn't wearing the G-string. I didn't have it then. So, but then so we finally like we had this big ass like 2-3 minute like Chase challenges TJ. And it's like the weirdest thing ever because he comes into the house, you can't see me, I'm like way out of the camera shot. Chase comes in and he's like, I can't remember what he says. He's like pushing him and challenging him to the fight. And like from a wall, I just come in, I'm like, oh my God, challenge accepted. And I'm like fucking interviewing him. It was completely random. So then we made a boom mic out of a floodlight that was attached to a tree pruner that wasn't actually plugged into anything. It was just fucking hanging there and I just talk on it. And then eventually, like, we eventually got to the round, like the fight. Oh yeah, I was both ringside coaches too. So it goes over to Chase, I'm like, you can do this, man. You got this, man. You fucking Chase the May Sullivan, dude. You're gonna knock his ass out first round. Here we go. Next scene. All right, TJ, dude, you're gonna knock this bitch ass out. You're gonna go in there and knock him out, dude. So you're way bigger than this little bitch, dude. He has no chance. And then like, I go in and I start the match. 2-second fight. Done. Fucking Chase falls over. I'm like, well, that was fucking anticlimactic. We just spent a whole fucking day making this video and it ended in 2 seconds. I was like, God damn it. Literally, I start counting like it means something. I'm like, 1, 2, 3. And Chase shakes his head. I'm like, I knew it. Anyway, I think that's gonna wrap it up for tonight, guys. And we let people with real talents get up here. They can actually sing and perform and shit.